Well, you may recall last week we brought you a story about the fifth and final UGA Ag Forecast Luncheon held at Georgia Farm Bureau headquarters right here in Macon. Now, attending that luncheon was Georgia U.S. Senator Johnny Isakson, who blamed the federal government for the immigration problem and came down hard on the Federal Environmental Protection Agency. He began with immigration.
I regret the states have the burden of trying to deal with it because the federal government has not. And I'm saying the federal government's at fault, and I'm going to continue to work to see to it that we get an immigration policy at the federal level that is enforced, so you at the state level can depend on a reliable immigrant force that is legal to work in the agriculture industry in Georgia.
He says without a doubt people want to get the immigration system fixed, and they believe it's a two-step formula. First, to fix the border on the southwest and stop the easy flow of immigrants into the United States. I asked him if this could really be done.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, I would encourage anybody who wants to go to Yuma, Arizona, where Yuma meets San Luis, Mexico, where 2 years ago or 5 years ago we had 137,000 arrests of illegals in 1 year. Last year that dropped to 5,000 because we put up the double wall barriers. We put the predators' eyes in the sky, predator drones flying back and forth to monitor traffic coming in.
And once we control the southwest border, what?
Then we can go about fixing our H-1B problem, broadening our H-2A program, broadening our H-1B program, and fixing the 43 different categories in which you enter the United States of America, and see to it that it's a secure place.
Isakson said many of those illegal immigrants are bringing in drugs that often are headed to Atlanta to be distributed along the East Coast. That, he says, has got to stop.
When we tried to fix the immigration problems in 2006, the element that wanted to have a comprehensive reform in parallel and in tandem with more security ended up winning, and it looked like an amnesty program for illegal immigrants. And quite frankly, amnesty is not a starting position you can begin with or end with in Georgia.
The senator was even more vocal when it comes to the Environmental Protection Agency.
The EPA has not found a drop of water or a cubic square inch of air that they don't want to regulate. It's the darndest thing I've ever seen. As you know, they're trying to remove the word navigable from in front of the word water, so they regulate every drop of water on the ground in the United States, which means every farm pond, every trough, every stream. It's the biggest reach I've ever seen. The reach they're doing now in agricultural dust and dust in general is unbelievable.
He says they're asking people to do things that cannot be done. They're asking you to defy the laws of nature. And the cost of compliance? Well, that is such that business can't do it, a farm can't do it, nor can a production facility do it.
We have more dollars sitting in the bank in corporate America than in the history of the United States. Not because they're scared of the business, but because they're scared of what it's going to cost them to do business because of the regulatory environment. So Saxby and I work every day on the water issues and the clean air issues as it affect agriculture.
He ended with this pledge.
We need a safe country, but we need a fair country. We need a good country, but we need a productive country. There is a balance between regulation and business, and if we don't find it, we're going to be a big loser in the long run. I'll continue to work on that.